Good morning, class 5. Hope you all are fine, children, today with your first period your science. Okay, so everyone must watch the video. Hope you all are watching the videos and learning, doing your work. Okay, so you see, I'm giving you homework to learn some chapters, so you all please do it. Okay, learn regularly and make yourself update. Okay, now you see, not that, don't think, oh, school is not there, teachers are giving homework to learn. Oh, we will not do, how they will come to know. Okay, but not like this, it is for your betterment. You all should, whatever homework is given, okay, whatever work is given, you should do it, okay, by staying at home, because nowadays you see, you don't come out from your home, you just stay at home. Okay, so you must do your work. Okay, it's not that your parents should always shout, do your work, so you should do by yourself and complete your work in time. Okay, so do everything in time. Okay, now see, children, so we are in chapter 7. So today we are going to start about food chain. Okay, today we are going to start. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the food chain. So we are talking about interdependence of plant and animal, how they depend on one another. So today we are going to see a food chain. Okay, so in food chains you see, children, grass. Okay, is grass is eaten by rabbit. Okay, then rabbit is eaten by fox. Okay, children, you see now, animal, you know that animal cannot make their own food. Okay, they don't have chlorophyll, so they cannot make any food. So they have to depend on the plant and animal for the survival, for their food. Okay, so you see here, we are going to see the example how grass is eaten by rabbit and rabbit is then again eaten by the fox. Okay, so you see, this is a food chain from one person to another, everyone is eaten. So you see grass. Okay, so rabbit eat grass, so rabbit is eaten. Okay, so you see here, grass is, these grass are eaten by the rabbits and these rabbits, so you see rabbit is eaten by the fox. Okay, so rabbit is eaten by the fox. So see here, food chain, one is depending on another. Rabbit is depending on the grass, fox is depending on the rabbit. Okay, so there is a food chain, so one is depending on other for the survival for food. Okay, now you see, you know, the grass, it depend upon the air, water, sunlight, chlorophyll to make food. Okay, so you see, they gets energy from the sunlight, and when rabbit eats, so rabbit gets energy, and when fox is hungry, if fox will see rabbit, so rabbit will be eaten by the fox. So this is an example. Okay, this is an example of your food chain, children. Okay, this is the example of food chain. We can give many other example also. Suppose grass is eaten by deer and deer is eaten by tiger. Okay, you see in the second example also, children, so you see grass, so grass is eaten by the deer and deer is eaten by the tiger. That means all are depending on one another. So this is an example of your food chain. So it is in your book. So rabbit, so grass, so you see here, grass is eaten by the rabbit, rabbit is eaten by the fox. So in this example, so grass is eaten by the deer and deer is eaten by the tiger. That means everyone is depending on one another. This is example of your food chain. Okay, so you see here, this is a small food chain, so there is a large food chain also. Okay, so you see here, we are going to see example of your large food chain, children. So this was a small food chain. Now we are going to talk about the large food chain. So you see grass. Okay, grass is eaten by the grasshopper. Okay, grasshopper is eaten by the frog. Okay, frog is eaten by the snake and snake is eaten by your hawk. So children, you see, this is a long food chain. So grass is eaten by the grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by the frog. You know grasshopper, a green color, like a butterflies only. Okay, big one. So grass is eaten by the grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by the frog. Frog is eaten by the snake. Okay, snake is eaten by the hawk. Okay, that's, you see, this is a big food chain. So grass is eaten by the grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by the frog. Frog is eaten by the snake, and snake is eaten by the hawk. So you see, everyone is depending on one another for the food. So hawk is depending on snake, snake is depending on frog, frog is depending on grasshopper, grasshopper is depending on grass, and grass is depending on air. They get carbon dioxide, sunlight, water, okay, chlorophyll, and they prepare the food. Okay, because grass can prepare their own food, it is a plant. Okay, so you see, so thus this is a chain that shows how plant are eaten by animal and who eat. So you see, so plant are, so grasshopper eat plant, so grasshopper is eaten by the frog. So how one depend on one another for their food. Okay, so you see in this chain you can see, okay, in this chain you can see that how plant are eaten by animals who are eaten then again by other animal is called food chain. So food chains always, remember, always it depend with plant only. Not possible, because everyone, most of the animals are depending on plant. So one is eaten by other. So this is an example of your food chains. Okay children, so food chains always begin with producer. That means in food chains always it will start with a plant, children. Okay, always it will start with your plant only. So plants are called producer. Okay, always start with the plant only, and plants are eaten by the herbivores. Okay, and herbivores are again eaten by the carnivores. Okay, so some are small carnivores, some are large carnivores. Lion and tiger, they are very large carnivores. Okay, so this was about your food chain. Now next topic is, children, about your balance in nature. Balance in nature. Okay, so we are going to talk about balance in nature. So we are going to discuss about balance in nature. Now children, so all living organisms, they depend on each other for the food. So nature has made everything in such a way that there should be balance. Today you see, okay, so you see grass is eaten by the grasshopper, grasshopper is eaten by the, okay, frog is eaten by the snake, snake is eaten by the hawk. So these all are they're interdependent on one another. If suppose there won't be a grass, then there won't be a grasshopper. If no grasshopper, then frog cannot eat anything, then snake cannot eat anything, then hawk cannot get any food. So there should be a balance in the nature, so everything should be present. Nowadays you see, children, due to deforestation, okay, so you see nowadays there is imbalance in nature is there. Okay, people, like you see, the people, for the need, they're cutting down the forest. Okay, animals are not getting enough food, animals are not getting place to live in. Okay, so slowly there is a change in the environment, that imbalancing we can see. So nature has given everything in such a way that there is a proper balance. You see today elephants and all, they comes out of the forest. Why? Because they don't get food, they don't get proper shelter, because forests are completely destroyed by the human beings, okay, for their needs. Okay, so you see children, so so you see here, so all the animal plant, they depend on one another for their food. So you see here, the interaction of food causes food change in environment. So in environment, one another, so each one of us, each animal, they depend on one another for their food. Now addition of new animal or absence of some animals or food change will upset the balance in nature. Today you see, if in a forest deer is not there, all the deer suppose extinct, no more deer. So what will happen? Lion, tiger, they will not get food. So there will be imbalance in the nature. So today if new animals comes, okay, or the old animal get extinct from the environment, so automatically the environment will become imbalance in nature. So many animals will not get any food to survive. Okay, so there will be lots of problem. So if you see, so what will happen? Okay, so carnivorous will become more. So if deer will suppose deer is a herbivorous, so one also deer is not there, all the deer have suppose extinct, example suppose. So what will happen? Large number of carnivorous will be there. Okay, so afterwards they will start coming in the cities and town and they will consume the human beings. Okay, so always there should be a balance. So nature has given everything in such a way that they will balance. That is why you see okay, so you see here, so it will cause population of herbivores to increase as the, so you see, so if herbivores will not be there, carnivores will become more. If today carnivores extinct, suppose today lion and tiger is not there in the forest, they have extinct, no lion, no tiger. So what will happen? So more and more herbivorous animal will be there in the forest, okay, in the environment. So there will be, obviously there will be imbalance. So to keep a balance, that is why there is a food chain. So one animal depend on another for their food. Okay, so you see, so the herbivores also dies because of absence of food. So nowadays many herbivores are dying because they don't get food. There is no good forest, forests are destroyed. So this has to be controlled. So people should grow more trees in order to save these animals. Okay, so all animals and plants are essential in our balance of nature. So you see children, balance in nature, to keep balance in nature, we should keep balance in growth in animals and plant. Okay, so this people should grow more and more plants. So when there will be enough forest, so animal will also get proper shelter, proper food to live in. Okay, so there won't be any imbalance in the nature. Obviously there will be balance in the nature. Okay, now now let's see the causes of imbalance in nature. Now I was talking about imbalance in nature. What are its causes? How there is the imbalance in nature is there. Number one, natural causes. Okay, so you see there are some man-made causes, are also the natural causes. Number one, natural causes, we are going to talk about the flood. Okay, flood. You know, children, what is a flood? When there's a heavy rainfall for many days, okay, river overflows, seas, and many villages, cities, town, it get water get flooded. Okay, destruction take place. So at that time, not only human being get affected, the animals are also affected. Last time you have seen in Assam also. Okay, few months before there was a flood. So many in Kaziranga National Park, many animals they have lost their life. Okay, so this is the example how imbalance in nature take place. Okay, so you see, so heavy rainfall, large amount of water get accumulated in area, this is called flood. Okay, and this water, flooded water, it kills large number of plant, it kills large number of animals. Okay, so you see, we are human being, so sometimes you also cannot fight with the natural calamities with flood, earthquake. Okay, but in forest those are animal, how they will know that? They don't have weather report, they don't look television, they don't read newspaper. Okay, so they don't know, suddenly they suffer and they can't run away, so they dies. Trees cannot move from one place to another. Tree cannot say, oh, you see flood water is coming, I will run away. No, they can't, so they get destroyed. So this is number one causes. Number two, drought. Drought, you know children, when in a summer season, when there is no rainfall for a long period of time, suppose for 2 3 months there is no rainfall. Okay, so no rainfall. So what happens? So at that time when there is a no rainfall in particular place for a long period of time, it is known as drought. Okay, so during summer when rainfall does not occur for a long period of time, 3 4 months. Okay, so at that time all the water bodies, lake, river, pond, everything get dried up. Okay, so this condition is called drought. So when all the water will get dry up, no water for animals, because animal also have to drink water from the river. So all the river get dried up at that time. No rainfall for long period of time. So plant and animal naturally they will die. Okay, next is your fire forest. See children, now you're looking that in Amazon also there was a fire in the forest, and many other places you have seen around the world that fire caused in the forest due to human activities or natural, due to okay thundering or due to anything, when the trees are dry, when it get clash, fire cause. Okay, today you see, so sometime lightning can cause fire in the forest, which will wipe out the animals and plants. So many animal and plant dies. Okay, so you see, these all causes imbalance in the nature. Okay, so you see they are causing what? Imbalance in nature. So these are the natural causes. Okay children, so we have done food chain, balance in nature, and causes of imbalance in nature, natural causes. Okay, today I'm keeping up to here. So in the next class we will do, the last topic will be man-made causes. Okay, and how to restrict the imbalance of nature. Okay children, so thank you for today.